Thank you so much, Ravi. That was definitely one book that was intriguing me throughout your talk. In fact, I'm really surprised because how you were able to abridge this kind of content into 20 or 25 minutes is something that I'm really amazed of. Thank you so much. That's a wonderful book that you have chosen. Forum is open for questions. Yes, please unmute yourselves, and any interaction will be most welcome.
Interestingly, I would like to mention one thing.
Yes, sir.
There is an elaborate chapter on abortion. He discusses Roe and Wade, and that's very strange when you find the decision now. But then he discusses life and pro-choice and abortion in a very elaborate scientific manner. It's very beautifully written.
Interesting. Like you said, there are quite a few points that are more topical, policy-wise,
Yes.
and all that. And that is where I was trying to comprehend the whole thing. And still a lot of missing pieces, because I think this is a review part and there is so much to learn from the book. Definitely it's on my list now since you have recommended it. Yes, yes. Other participants, please unmute yourselves, and then the room is open for interaction.
Yeah, first of all, I want to congratulate him. Actually, he very interestingly, he has actually reviewed this book, and I was with him throughout the review. I just want to say one thing, like what I have understood after here listening to his review, that this book is all about death, like different ways a single human being or a group of human being or a whole country, like how they can die, like they can die a natural death, or they can die because of bomb shellings, or like he talked about abortion. Like this whole book tells you different ways how a human being can die, and then how we can do away with it and make this earth a better place for the next generations to come. Like that's, I just want to know that, is this the way? Because he has read the book, he knows this better.
Yeah, I think what is attempted is some sort of a window peep into life and death and what it means to us. I think, right, life means it includes the entire cosmos and us.
Right.
Thank you.
So death is as I understand, when he's talking about death and all that, he speaks about death towards the last part of your review. You mentioned about how he perhaps depicts death to be for people, and how beautiful that experience is in terms of a particular soul experiences other side of the metaphysical, or perhaps how I have to put it, I don't know. But that part is something that we need to enjoy, or if not enjoy, experience, worth experiencing, something that was quite interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he makes death look benign. He pictures it as not a very wild, threatening thing. The only negative point of it is that it is ending life, which is very beautiful. So he says, it would be good if you can continue and fine. But then every moment of life given is so beautiful that there are no regrets.
This just reminds me of Branway's way of putting how you need to experience it and how people experience it, how one has to look forward to it. Because what he says is this particular body is like old Ford or something like that. There could be a Corvette or some new, Peugeot, some very interesting car that is awaiting your next life. So why don't you look forward to that? That is what he tries to say after a lot of experiences he collects from after death and past life regression therapies. I was just trying to recollect, these words are quite close to what.
But Sagan does not believe in afterlife. In fact, he doesn't believe in God also.
Okay. He's an atheist?
He's an atheist. He's a physicist. I mean, it's very difficult. Say, for example, if you are talking about some of the physicists, quantum physicists, we are not sure whether they are atheists because they believe in energy.
True.
And Advaita, at its deepest core, talks of energy and nothing else. A formless energy and divine. I mean, if you want to call it divine, you can. If you want to call it God, you can. But that is what is, and nothing else is.
Sure. Some of the books that we have written about yogis and very great masters, spiritual masters, wherein they talk about death being a very pleasant experience. This is also something that I was able to read. Not very, some of the experiences they say is like as if they're taking away a shirt and getting into another new shirt, that kind of a thing. Like you rightly said, I think even Carl Sagan has put it in a way wherein you don't have to get threatened by the word death. It's like I'm only trying to draw some kind of parity about the experience about it, nothing else. Okay, Harsha has a question, and I think after that, Umadar Garu also has a question. Umadar Garu, yes.
Sure. Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Ravi Garu, to have introduced the book of Carl Sagan. He's an extraordinary thinker. And actually, I wanted to just tell you about the picture that Voyager has taken. I mean, Carl Sagan has asked NASA to take a picture by the Voyager of our Earth, which is being taken from quite far up, nearly about 3 billion miles away from here. That picture actually summarizes in some way the way Carl Sagan want to put to us. We need to understand what is our role in the entire cosmos. It's extremely insignificant and there's no meaning in it. But at the same time, the beauty of the whole universe is something that we have to appreciate and understand. And the other point I want to talk about is we need to read works of men like Carl Sagan, and these people give us the projections of where we are heading. Indeed, if we are going on a big journey, the humanity as such is going on a big journey. Where are we heading to down the line? With the technology changing very rapidly in the modern times, a dialogue about where we are heading is going to give you a very gloomy picture of our future. It's very important that we enjoy while we are here on the planet, the beauty and immensity of the world that is around us. I think that's what I really believe, what Carl Sagan really would like to say. And that pale blue dot, I request everybody to actually listen to him. He spoke very good.
Yes.
So it's not about science only, it's about the human, what are we really? What is our role? We are so somehow or other very arrogant in thinking that we are the smartest people amongst all the living organisms on this planet, and we expect people like us that are there somewhere else. About life also, when he talks, I have not read that article there, I will read it, but I read the article by other people too, to understand how life could be somewhere else. And it's very nice, sir. Thank you for introducing that book. I'm quite happy to listen to you.
Thank you, Umadar Garu. Harsha, can you please come with a question?
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Hi, everyone. So, I'm actually, as in the last meeting, I told you that I'll be heading to United States. So right now I'm in United States, Florida. I'm doing my master's.
Okay.
Yeah, in business analytics.
Congrats and all the best.
So, thank you very much, ma'am. So, when I saw your WhatsApp, like that there is a meeting, and when I saw the first book, by Ravi Garu and Carl Sagan, I was like intrigued very much, because the first time I heard about Carl Sagan is, as Umadar Garu has been telling, like the pale blue dot. There is a YouTube video on how Carl Sagan describes about our Earth, the photograph of Earth taken by Voyager 1. So that's so profound a video. Like it intrigued me for almost a week. Like I mean, every time I feel somewhat uh, every time I feel not good about life or anything. Like I'll just think of that thing that is so impactful. A video, a summary of uh, humans, of what are we? We are just so insignificant in this cosmos. Very humbling video. So that's the reason I was very intrigued by when Ravi Garu was talk. I mean, when I saw the WhatsApp, I wanted to read Carl Sagan books. Somehow, I'll definitely read this book, Billions and
Nice.
Billions.
So,
It's available
Yeah.
in Barnes and Noble.
Sure, sir, sure. I'm definitely going to read it. I'm very much interested in these things. I'm interested in science and cosmos kind of things.
do
So
you have any specific
yeah.
question related to Carl Sagan book? Any book recommendation from Ravi Garu or something? Then we can, go ahead with the next review.
Yeah, nothing specific, ma'am. Like, I just want to thank him.
Okay, great.
Lastly, he told that he did not do justice by not talking much about the book, but I feel the best things are if you can create a curiosity in people, that's the best thing a teacher can do. I think you did justice for that, sir. Thank you very
Totally
much.
agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Harsha. Yes,
Thank you.
so we'll go